think it's still funny in the, what is it called? What is the place called? Boulder Fall. That the bars in the slums. I'm like, what? I guess that makes sense, kind of, because, like, rich people will just get drunk at home at parties. Alright. Dress up! The story so far. In Quarry Crest, Tressa met a fellow merchant named Ali. He told her of the merchants fair in Grandport, where the greatest treasures in the realm are put to auction. And so Tressa vowed to find a worthy treasure, hoping to prove herself a merchant worthy of respect and renown. So it was that the two promised to reunite at the fair. It's about time I updated the notebook. Our trusty, handy-dandy notebook. I'm on my way to Merchant's Fair in Grandport. But first I need a treasure worthy of the auction. So I've come to Victor's Hollow to find one. The owner of this book found what he was looking for here. Hopefully I'll be as lucky as he was. Alright. It's time I had a look around this place. Okay, yep, we've looked. We're good.
All right.
Let the search begin. Excuse me, could you tell me about this map? That old thing? Don't really know where it came from. Found it in the storehouse and thought about throwing it out at first. But I figured I could make at least a few leaves off it this way.
Oh?
Mind if I take a closer look? There are traces of old lines where it was redrawn. It smells of the sea. From the looks of it, this map was very special to the one who drew it.
Oh.
I think there's something written here. But the characters are strange. I'll be darned if you can read those scribbles, young lady. My dearest friend, here lies my most precious treasure, Balthazar.
Oh!
But Balthazar? As in the dread pirate Balthazar of the Eastern Seas? And this is his treasure map?
Yes.
Sure seems that way. Must be worth a fortune. Give me that. Whoa. Lady Luck is on my side today. Now let's keep this between us, young lady. Here, I'll even give you some candy. Is it chocolate? But I didn't come here for candy. Nom nom nom. Look around town. Not in the bar. Oh, okay. Just look actually around town. Gotcha.
Phew. Time for a break.
I already wrote in my diary today. So I'll give the notebook another read. In this world, there are countless treasures, but only one is precious to me, and I'll journey on until I find it. You're only one true treasure in the whole world. Hey!
Hello there.
Good to see you making use of that notebook. Meet again, lass.
Mr. Leon!
What brings you here? I should ask you the same. Don't tell me you ran away from home. But you did. Not quite. I just decided it was time I saw the world. I had the notebook you gave me to thank for it.
Oh.
Thank yourself for choosing it, lass. Uh-oh. Trouble? Oh no. Sink me, I'd be ready to make a grave of me hammock.
Hello.
Oi, ain't ye?
What?
Nick and knack.
You ninny?
You ninny. It's Mick and Mac, you bird-brained ninny. You're that kid what gave us quite the lashing back in Trimple Slime. It's Ripple Tide. Didn't you two learn your lesson yet?
Mick.
It's
Mac.
quite enough.
Captain.
Apologies, Captain. Captain? Aye, our pirating days are behind us. We be working under a different flag now.
Got that right.
That day opened our eyes to the true greatness of Leon Bastral. Now we be having the honor of calling him our captain. That's cool. Ah!
Whoa.
Smacked the desk, sorry. Glad to see you two singing a new tune.
Well,
As am I. They've been doing well under my command thus far, but still have a ways to go. Right you are, Captain. Now look alive, you half-drowned dodo. There's work to be done. So, lass, how do your travels fare?
Well,
I'm still learning as I go, but I do have a goal now. I want to sell something incredible at the Merchant's Fair. If I can manage that much, it'll prove just how far I've come on this journey.
you don't say.
Well, there's certainly no better place than the fair for an aspiring merchant like yourself. What exactly is it that you've deemed worthy of the auction? Wish I could tell you, but it's still waiting for me to find it. A yet undiscovered treasure, I see. Then I wish you all the best in your search, lass.
thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Leon. By the way, what brings you to Victor's Hollow? It's the home of an old friend. He passed away around this time of year, so I decided to pay a visit.
Oh,
Were you too close?
Aye.
Oh, Balthazar and I were like brothers.
oh,
Balthazar? As in that Balthazar? Which Balthazar, lass? The Balthazar who drew the map I found earlier.
Could it be?
They may just be one and the same. Could you show me where you found it?
yes.
Follow me.
Hey,
Excuse me, sir. It's me again.
Welcome.
Welcome back, young lady. I trust you managed to keep the you-know-what secret in the meantime?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
really sorry, but I couldn't.
Hmm?
What do you mean you couldn't?
What do we have here?
Pardon the intrusion, but I heard you might possess a map belonging to Balthazar. Who are ye? This is Captain Leon Bastral.
Oh!
Leon Bastral, Scourge of the Seas! I don't want to believe it, but there's no mistaking that blue spear. I heard all about you and your famous words. What were they again? The strong take while the weak quake? Those are words best forgotten, sir.
This is...
Ha! Do you take me for a fool? I know you're just here to loot my store. I can assure you I came for no such reason. I cast aside that lifestyle long ago. It certainly looks like one of Balthazar's works. You really don't plan to steal it, do you? I see. So the rumors of the great pirates Leon and Balthazar being friends were really true.
Huh?
Yeah, he sounds different.
I beg your pardon.
If you two are as close as the stories say, then I'm sure you'd do anything to have this map, am I right?
But
However, it's a precious family heirloom, and I'm afraid I cannot depart with it without recompense. Cannot part with it without recompense.
What?
Earlier he said he was just going to throw it away. If you're truly the Leon Bastral, then I'm certain you're well versed in the treasures of the realm.
You see,
I am but a lowly merchant, you see, nothing in comparison to your grandeur, but there is one thing we have in common, a desire for a certain treasure. Have you heard of Edbart's shield? Edbart was a servant of the king of Ferian. His defense with the shield was said to be impenetrable. Legend says he used the same shield to protect his liege under the tragic fall of the kingdom. I heard a rumor that it's been spotted in this very town as of late. Curious timing, isn't it? Both a fabled pirate and a fabled treasure in Victor's Hollow at the same time. If you happen to cross it somewhere, Mr. Bastral, I'd be happy to trade it for the map. How dare he use that map as leverage? It rightly belonged to Mr. Leon's friend. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you are mistaken.
Till we meet again.
Thank you for showing me the map, and my apologies for taking so much of your time.
hey,
Are you really just going to leave without your friend's keepsake?
Aye.
That map is not mine to take. Now I shall take my leave, lass. I'd like to celebrate his life with a drink tonight. Mr. Leon. He says he doesn't need it, but I think a memento like that is best kept in a friend's hands. I'll find a way to get it to him. You said you'd trade the map for Edbart's shield, right? I'll be back in 2 ripples of the tide. It's not how time works. Travel banter. You really want that map, don't you? I do, for Mr. Leon's sake. I could steal it for you, you know. Rather you didn't. I can handle this myself. He wants to trade, and he'll have it. That's what I do best. Show him who's the best merchant around. Now I see my help's not needed here. Thought I'd act the gallant type, but clearly you're a lady who prefers the leading role. You bet. After all, how could I call myself a real merchant if I refuse this challenge? How indeed. Alright, save. Alright. To the upper part of town. Ooh, hang on. Gotta put the cup down. Put the cup down. Get plenty of wares from traveling around. Oh, that's really cheap, actually. Its impressive weight. A legendary shield, its impressive weight makes it difficult for the untrained arm to grasp. That's just, you know, got quite a bit of money from traveling around. Plus we get a discount. Took me many journeys to amass such quality goods. Always looking for a bargain. Ancient map. Trade for shield. Let us go. Back so soon?
Of course.
Made a promise, didn't I? I'll always deliver. I always deliver. That is a huge shield. My word, I can't believe you actually found it, but the symbol and this weight. And all these scars, there's no mistaking it. This is the real deal.
most great.
Thank you so much, young lady. Here's the map as promised. And however did you manage to get this shield? I'm a merchant. We have our ways. Obtaining such a renowned treasure is no small feat. I can see you have promise, young lady, and lots of it. Hehe. Before taking up his trade years ago, he tried his hand at various odd jobs with no intent of committing to anything in particular. It was only after he stumbled upon a collection of antiques bequeathed to him by his grandfather that he resolved to become a merchant, a profession to which he is ill-suited. Smarter bartering. discount when you purchase items. Dang it! I should have inspected him earlier. I think everyone else I've checked before. Ah, there's a lip on the steps. Alright, Leon, why don't you want this?
Mr. Leon!
You're too young to be in a bar. I brought something for you.
Huh?
Balthazar map. Don't tell me you went through the trouble of finding the shield for that. Then I won't. Thank you, lass. Mr. Leon, were you really okay with just leaving the map at that shop?
You see...
When you gazed at it, your eyes were so forlorn. Felt like it belonged with you. Your keen eyes never cease to amaze me. Let me tell you a story, lass. About Balthazar and me. We robbed so many people. We were but lads when the sea first called to us. And as we grew, so did our reputation. Balthazar came to be known as the Wild Eagle, and I the Sea Serpent. Our ships clashed on the open ocean, and our names roared like thunder through the skies.
Captain Leon! The storm be giving us no quarter, sir! Let's turn back! The old girl can't hold on much longer!
Anyone wanting to retreat can be my guest and swim back. I'll reduce this ship to shivers before I let him have my treasure. If those scurvy sea dogs get to that island first, we get nothing. You hear? Hold fast to that rudder, mateys.
Aye, aye, sir!
Balthazar, that bastard.
You're too slow, Leon.
Aye, Captain Obvious.
I think he'd have learned after all these years.
Enough. Else I'll cut out your tongue and feed it to the gulls.
Now I'll be taking this island's treasure, if you don't mind.
I do mind, but it isn't mine. Do whatever you please.
Do ye remember when we were lads, Leon? Starving in a slum, stealing to survive. We dreamt of just growing up and had to fight tooth and nail to reach the top. Nothing was ever easy for us.
In this world, the strong take while the weak quake, and we became strong.
Ye never changed, Leon.
His eye patch just swapped eyes.
You say it like you're any different, Balthazar.
Not everyone stays the same forever, matey.
Like to imagine him just swapping the eye patch back and forth if he moves. Balthazar, he was always looking off into the distance. His eyes gazed far, far away, toward a seemingly unreachable place. Time passed between us, until one day.
Can I tell you something, Leon? I never wanted to be a pirate.
What?
When we were lads, I dreamt of being a merchant.
Have you gone daft? Balthazar of the Eastern Seas. A merchant.
You're a bloody scoundrel for laughing, Leon. But it be the truth. I wanted to trade treasure from every corner of this here world and bring people together. I lost sight of that dream after becoming a pirate. These days, it's all I'd be thinking about. Leon, do you have something precious to you?
Can I hawk it for money?
Aye, a fine storm this is. How about another wager, my friend? Whoever reaches that island first be the winner. If you win, you get that gem you always wanted.
Oh, will I now? And what happens if you win?
If I win, you hand over your most precious treasure.
Deal.
He's like, I don't have one. That's how our final race began, but Balthazar. He never emerged from those stormy seas. I found his ship several days later, wrecked on the coast. Balthazar had been the victor of our very last match. This map shows the location of the gem he wagered that day.
The Eldrite.
He called it Eldrite. It's the only one of its kind in the entire world. It was by far the rarest of all the treasures he'd plundered. But seeing as I lost our match, I haven't the rights to it. That's why you left it in the shop. Precisely. Made a proper trade for this, lass, so it belongs to you now. However you use it is up to you. Up to me. Mr. Leon lost more than just a race that day. I think having a memento of his friend would cheer him up. And I wouldn't mind getting a closer look at more pirate treasure.
Alright!
Time to put this map to use. Call the squad, let's go! Travel banter.
It couldn't be.
Eldrite, the ore of legend. You know of it, Professor Albright? Oh yes, otherwise known as the Eye of the Sea. So beautiful, men liken it to the eye of a goddess. So my tomes tell me. I've never observed an actual specimen with my own eyes, mind you. There's also written that you can see an ocean inside if you peer long enough. A whole ocean? With fish and seaweed and everything? I would be surprised, to say the least, if the view offered quite so much detail. Truth be told, all the accounts are hearsay. Not one author claimed to have found one of the stones. Though not for want of effort, it has long been sought after by pirates, kings, and would-be treasure hunters. And me! Suddenly I really want to find it. Now that's the spirit.